by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
At least 8 people were killed in the deadliest attack in New York City since 9/11. I'm Hannah Doba in New York with more on how security has been stepped up and officers have been scattered throughout the city.
And Montana Democratic governor and Republican lawmakers have been sparring for months over how to plug a $227 million budget shortfall. Coming up, learn how local schools could suffer because of the political bickering going on in Helena.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. This morning, sources are telling CBS News that ISIS may have played a vital role in the terror attack in Lower Manhattan yesterday.
That attack killed 8 people, injured 11, and all in the shadow of the World Trade Center. CBS's Hannah Doba is near the scene in New York City with the latest into the investigation.
Overnight, investigators continue to comb the scene for evidence in the deadly terror attack in Lower Manhattan. A federal law enforcement source tells CBS that a note referencing ISIS was found inside the vehicle used to run down several people.
We got multiple casualties. This is a mass casualty situation here.
Police say 29-year-old Sayfullo Saipov, a native of Uzbekistan who came to the U.S. in 2010, drove a rental truck through a bike path mowing down pedestrians and bicyclists. It happened just north of where the Twin Towers once stood. He then collided with a school bus, injuring 2 adults and 2 children.
The driver of the truck exited the vehicle brandishing 2 handguns. A uniformed police officer assigned to the 1st Precinct confronted the subject and shot him in the abdomen.
Police say those guns turned out to be a paintball and a pellet gun. This man caught the encounter on his cell phone.
I heard the gunshots, like 5-6 gunshots. Then we all went down because we didn't know which part the gunshots coming. So we were all scared.
Saipov worked as an Uber driver and truck driver and had a Florida driver's license. Hours after the shooting, detectives converged on a New Jersey Home Depot, where he's believed to have wrecked the truck used in the attack. Law enforcement says they believe the suspect acted as a lone wolf and not as part of a wider terror plot. Even still, security has been stepped up and NYPD officers have been deployed throughout the city. Names of the victims are starting to be revealed. 5 of those killed were Argentinian childhood friends who were in town celebrating the 30th anniversary of their high school graduation. Hannah Doba, CBS News, New York.
Now Hannah tells us a Belgian woman visiting the city is among the dead. The suspect is in critical condition after undergoing surgery. He is expected to survive. Of course, we'll continue to have more on that at 7 o'clock on CBS this morning.
It's so devastating, imagining those people visiting the city, and it's just so tough.
Terrifying.
Looks like this morning mainly wet roadways. We are seeing a pretty consistent rain, but as you get up at the pass level, we'll probably see that snow developing pretty quickly. Temperatures relatively warm early on, but looks like that snow is going to continue to develop as you head through the morning. Temperatures dropping for the afternoon. We do have a lot of snow in the forecast. We'll break it all down coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Matt. Now 6:34. Our top local story for you. Governor Steve Bullock and state lawmakers have been discussing how to address the state's budget shortfall of more than $200 million. But time is running short on that deadline to come up with a solution. MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison gives us the latest on this developing story.
It's been 2 months since Governor Steve Bullock announced the state budget has a $227 million hole and that it needs to be filled by a combination of spending cuts and something else. But with the budget clock ticking away, neither the governor nor state legislators have come forth with a detailed plan on how to resolve the crisis. The Bullock administration outlined more than $200 million in spending cuts in early September that he can make himself. Then the Democratic governor said he doesn't want to cut that deep and that the Republican-controlled legislature needs to meet in special session to approve budget transfers and tax increases to minimize the cuts. Bullock, however, has yet to outline a specific proposal. That's frustrating leaders of the GOP legislature.
We need to see a very specific set of reductions in spending. We then need time to react to that and put together our plans depending on whatever he has done. And it takes time to do that.
In just 4 weeks, the state must make a big monthly payment to public schools. Bullock has said if lawmakers don't meet by then to generate some more money, there's not enough cash in the state treasury to cover it. Democratic House Minority Leader Jenny Eck says the governor and key lawmakers have held numerous meetings to find a solution they think a majority of the legislature will pass.
Because we have been pushing and pushing and pushing for months for a solution here, and it is absolutely beyond time to come up with one. And you know, The governor has been at the table. We're at the table. We are absolutely looking to reach an agreement. It is absolutely critical that we do.
The discussion include liquor taxes, rental cars, and lodging. But when asked what the final proposal might be or when it will be made public, Bullock's office says negotiations are ongoing and fluid. If a special session is to happen in November, Governor Bullock will have to pull the trigger very soon. But as of Tuesday, still no word on when or if that's going to happen. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
And Mike reminds us that the governor has the power to call lawmakers back into session and to outline that agenda. And construction managers say travel and speed limits will be back to normal on Jackrabbit Road for the winter season. According to supervisors, the road construction will continue crews until they can't work any longer due to those winter conditions. Now, during this winter, speed limit will increase from the current 35 miles an hour to 55 miles an hour.
Well, this fall, we're just primarily focusing on building the east side of the project, leaving all of the asphalt that's currently there as to not impede with local traffic as much as possible. We'll just keep going as long as we can until Mother Nature freezes us out and we can no longer continue to make progress.
Now, the Montana Department of Transportation says that it hopes to finish Jackrabbit by the end of next summer. Your patience is appreciated.
I hope they have it finished by then as
Yes.
well. In other news this morning, the Masonic Lodge was established in Bozeman back in 1866. It had carpet that was imported from England back in 1884. That carpet lasted a long time. In fact, it's lasted more than a century. Just yesterday, the lodge took out that carpet, but the new one is going to be of the exact same pattern. Members of the lodge found the same company in England that made the original rug. Not only was the company still in business, it also had the same design that incorporated many Masonic symbols like that of the all-seeing eye.
This carpet has Masonic symbols woven into it. It also has a black and white checkered pattern in it, which is emblematical of the main floor of King Solomon's Temple, which is important to Masons. The outside has the three principal symbols in it, along with our altar.
By the way, the new rug currently in Georgia will arrive in Bozeman and be installed sometime next week.
Fascinating story there. And the Orphan Girl Children's Theater is getting ready to rock the house this weekend. The Butte Theater Group will open Camp Rock the Musical. Thursday evening, Butte Central High School Auditorium is the place to be. Musical features a cast of about 30 teens from across the community for a show that is about two music summer camps that battle for stardom.
It's a huge rock show. It's sometimes a little metal music at times, but it's a huge rock pop show with a lot of dance. It's got a big heart. I would say the show has a big heart.
Now, the show runs on Thursday and Friday at 7 o'clock and on Saturday at 7 as well. And Saturday has a matinee at 2 and also the evening show at 7. Sunday you can catch that matinee at 2 o'clock as well.
Love that.
The Orphan Theater knows how to
Rockin'. The Orphan Girl has their stuff together. It's so much fun. Yeah, that's awesome.
We do it to take a quick break on your very first day of November. When we return, Dennis Bragg heads out on special assignment on trying to find ways to solve that mounting wildlife fire management problem.
But first, let's check in with Gail King for a look at what's coming up at 7 o'clock.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS This Morning, Nora is leading our coverage on the New York City terror attack. She's on the scene. We're learning about the victims and hearing from an eyewitness who saw the truck slam into the bus. We'll also talk with CIA insider Michael Morell and former Homeland Security advisor Fran Townsend about the difficulty in preventing these kind of vehicle attacks. We'll see you 7 o'clock on the dot.